Take a walk down the street and count the number of advertisements you see. With so many brands and companies competing for your attention, advertisers have to work harder than ever. One popular method of engaging consumers is by holding competitions where consumers come up with their own commercials or slogans. We are a planet of 7 billion people, and this number is growing by about 370,000 people every day. This is putting a huge strain on the planet's natural resources. For many governments and environmental organizations, the race is on to drastically reduce our consumption of resources before they run out. Did you know that your small intestine is nearly 6 meters long? Or that there are about 60 muscles in your face, and you use 40 of them to frown but only 20 to smile? How about the fact that our bodies consist of 73% water, and that our hearts beat over 100,000 times each day? You really are amazing. Modern cities are densely packed with home to skyscrapers and apartment buildings, and it's rare to find wide open spaces within them. With such limited spaces for parks and gardens, architects and the town planners often find it challenging to integrate greenery to save the environment. What's your dream job? Is it to work as a business executive in a large cosmopolitan city? Or be a travel writer with ample opportunities to see the world? Or maybe to work as an anthropologist, helping to preserve the heritage of local peoples? Whatever it is, some of us know the answer to that question from an early age, while others find the answer later in life. What do you think about when someone says the word intelligence? You might say that it's that mysterious quality that helps people to succeed in life. Intelligent students are more likely to do well in tests and at school in general. Experts have traditionally seen a high level of intelligence as applicable across the board to most human activities. Scientists are learning more about the sun and how solar storms form. The sun is packed with magnetic fields, some emerging on the surface as sunspots. They help to power the solar wind, sending a constant stream of particles out into the solar system. These fields can also become entangled with plasma, forming gigantic loops that are illuminated by the hot, glowing plasma. The work visa to Australia operates using a points-based system. If you have enough points, you will be granted the visa. You need at least 60 points in order to apply. You will get the majority of the points from your university, where you have completed your course. Remember, if you manage to get some experience during your work visa, you will accumulate points towards your immigration. Travel in the Australian outback can also be a sort of revenge on mobile phones and emails, on smartphones and the newspapers. We are on the edge of globalization that allows anyone who chooses to get into contact with you. On the other hand, I desire to be unobtainable. I was going to the outback for the best of reasons, as easy as it sounds, simply to disappear. On one hand, migration is a basic need for any animal to survive, because an existing place cannot provide for a long. On the other hand, migratory animals bring new hope for local residents, as it brings an abundance of food and clothing material. Thus, migration is beneficial for both stationary and migratory species. The vitalizing Gulf Stream is warming, it is salty, and it travels along the surface of the Atlantic Ocean from the Caribbean to the east coast of the Americas, and then swerves toward the European continent. In the tropics, this water is warmed by the sun and becomes saltier because of the higher rate of evaporation in the heat. We are prime providers of the modern construction industry. We print your home according to your desires and get it delivered to you. Our state-of-art 3D printing technology and machinery allows us to build and create what was impossible in the past. So, get into touch with our sales team and start dreaming about your new home. Unfortunately, parking isn't always easy to get by. Several companies provide parking lots or garages where at least some of its workers may store their automobiles. The majority of individuals, on the other hand, must rely on public parking lots, which are frequently multi-story, or attempt to park on the street, creating chaos. The increased standard of life today enjoyed by the inhabitants of many nations has resulted in a massive rise in garbage. This might have disastrous consequences for the planet's environment. There is no question that immediate action is required to protect our ecosystem from this impending tragedy. Some people frequently exploit their physical structure to frighten those who are smaller and weaker. Thus, despite the fact that education is a crucial aspect of a child's life, a rising number of youngsters are refusing to attend school. It's not that the job is too difficult for them, but they are terrified of their teachers.